How to survive the economic downturn. Jeff Bezos. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to survive the economic downturn. Jeff Bezos. Let's get right into it. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos recently advised consumers and businesses to postpone large purchases in the coming months as the global economy struggles and may enter a recession. In an exclusive sit-down interview with CNN's Chloe Mellis on Saturday at Bezos' Washington, D.C. home, the business leader offered his harshest advice yet on a faltering economy. Bezos urged people to postpone big-ticket purchases like new cars, televisions, and appliances, noting that doing so is the best way to keep some dry powder in the event of a prolonged economic downturn. Meanwhile, Bezos suggests that small businesses avoid large capital expenditures or acquisitions during this uncertain period. If enough people follow Bezos' advice, it could lead to lower sales for Amazon, the e-commerce behemoth Bezos founded and which accounts for the vast majority of the billionaire's fortune. According to the New York Times, Amazon plans to reduce its workforce by 10,000 employees, the largest reduction in the company's history. This comes on top of a previously announced hiring freeze for its corporate workforce. In terms of employment in the United States, the company is second only to Walmart. Amazon stated in October that it expects sales in the final 3 months of the year to be significantly lower than Wall Street's forecast. The lower forecast comes as rising inflation and fears of a recession weigh on consumer purchasing decisions, as Americans prioritize travel and dining out over purchasing discretionary goods. The stock has dropped more than 40% as rising prices and changing customer behavior put pressure on Amazon and the broader tech sector. Bezos stated that the possibility of economic conditions worsening makes it prudent to save some money if possible. He said, "My advice to people, small business owners, is to take some risks off the table. If you are going to make a purchase, maybe slow down that purchase a little bit." He then added, "If you are an individual and you are thinking about buying a new large screen TV, maybe slow that down and keep that cash, see what happens. Same thing with a refrigerator, a new car, whatever. Let's take some risks off the table." He then continued by saying, "If you are a small business, maybe delay some capital purchases. Do you need that new piece of equipment? Maybe it can wait a little bit. Have some cash on hand. Just a little bit of risk reduction could make the difference for that small business." He then concluded, when asked how long he thinks the recession would last, the entrepreneur said, "It's very challenging to make a prediction, but advise people to hope for the best, prepare for the worst." Bezos issued a warning to his Twitter followers last month, advising them to batten down the hatches. Bezos stated in the interview that the advice was intended for both business owners and consumers. "Many people are feeling the pinch right now," he added, but as an optimist, he believes the American dream is and will be even more attainable in the future, projecting that space travel could become widely accessible to the public within his lifetime. This is his company's recipe for belt-tightening. Amazon began massive job cuts on Tuesday in response to the economic slowdown that is expected to turn into a recession in the coming months. The company is expected to lay off 10,000 employees, or roughly 3% of its corporate workforce, in an unprecedented move in its history. Whole Foods owner has begun notifying affected employees. According to testimonials and social media posts, the staff reduction affects several divisions, including Alexa and the Luna cloud gaming unit. Shivani Paratay, who is a former software development engineer at Amazon, wrote on LinkedIn, "Unfortunately, I was impacted by today's layoff with 10,000 other Amazonians. It is super hard for all of us, and I am still trying to navigate through this while constrained by the timeline of being on a hashtag visa." She then added, "I'm nothing but grateful for the time I've spent at Amazon, learning and collaborating with some of the brightest folks in the industry." She then wrote, "I am looking for a software/machine learning engineer role immediately. Thank you in advance for any connections, advice, or opportunities you can offer. Message me with any leads or reach me at shivani.paratay@gmail.com. Thank you again." The e-commerce behemoth is not the only one to implement massive layoffs in order to mitigate the effects of the current economic situation. Last week, Meta Platforms announced the elimination of 11,000 jobs, or 13% of the group's 87,000 employees. It was the first time Facebook has made cuts since its inception in 2004. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg told employees, "In this new environment, we need to become more capital efficient." He then added, "We've cut costs across our business, including scaling back budgets, reducing perks, and shrinking our real estate footprint. We're restructuring teams to increase our efficiency." Downsizing has spread across the tech and crypto sector. Twitter, Lyft, Coinbase, Stripe, Microsoft have all cut jobs recently. Alphabet, Apple, and others have either frozen hiring or are slowing down the pace of hiring. When it comes to the potential economic hardship, the United States is not alone. Disruptions to the still recovering post-pandemic supply chain, significant private and public debt holdings, and commodity price spikes caused by Russia's invasion of Ukraine have prompted some analysts and researchers to warn of the possibility of a global recession. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.